I'm going to say this up front. It has absolutely nothing to do with my background, where I studied, where I came from, how close the ground is to where I lived. No, I'm completely unbiased when I'm saying this. But I think in many ways, the Sunrisers are going to be the team to watch out for this year. You just take a look at the construct of that side, and the first thing that strikes you is solid Indian core in the top three, therefore, solid Indian fast bowling core, and that gives them so many options to play around with the overseas players in the middle. So, there's been a lot of churn around the Sunrisers. 2016, remember, 5 years in a row they made the playoffs. Then one coach went, another came in, another coach went in, another came in. Now they've got Brian Lara. I don't know what role he's going to play right up front, but they have assembled a really wonderful team. So let's go one by one. Abhishek Sharma. They have really invested in Abhishek Sharma, and now as a powerful left-handed opening batter, I think he's coming into his own. He's also bowling left arm. The first thing I always see when I see Abhishek Sharma is, are you bowling? Because there's very few people who can bat top order and actually bowl well enough. And I was very enthused by his performances in the Mushtaq Ali. 10 games, 10 wickets, very good economy rate. That's such a good factor to have up at the top. Then Mayank Agarwal. I've been a fan of Mayank Agarwal for the last 4 or 5 years. They made him captain at Punjab, another team that believes in turbulence, and had a terrible season. They let him go. I just think if he comes back, he's got this calmness around him. They just tell him, don't worry about anything else, Mayank. Just go open the batting, do what you're good at. I think Abhishek Sharma and Mayank Agarwal could just become the sleeper hit opening pair of this year's tournament. And then there's Rahul Tripathi, naam to jante hi hain. Rahul Tripathi in T20, he's got an average of 34, 35. He consistently strikes above 150. In the last 3-4 years, he is among the best strike rates consistently in the IPL. What I loved about Rahul Tripathi was as much what he did for Sunrisers as what he did when he came out for India. Fringe player, just getting an opportunity, did not try and play safe. He's a fabulous team player, went for it straight up front. Rahul Tripathi is a fantastic number 3 for the Sunrisers. Then we get into an astonishing core. They have gone and picked on strike rates. They've got Aiden Markram, they've got Klaasen, Brook and Phillips. We talk about the Basra. It's something that's been ridiculed, and with good reason, by people who are well into math stats. But it's just as a rule of thumb. You say, okay, what's his batting average and how quickly is he scoring those runs? Don't look at it anything more than that. They're all 175 plus. So you pick any 3 of those. One of them has to be a keeper. I don't know if Glenn Phillips wants to keep wickets, but I don't think he'll have a choice when Klaasen is not available. So Klaasen, Brook and Aiden Markram. That'll be my preference, with Klaasen at 6, Brook at 5. Markram can open the batting, but I think at 4 he just brings so much to the side, and I think he's an excellent choice as captain. There's sometimes, just look at people, see how they carry themselves and see what their record as captain is. Markram, captain South Africa under 19. They must have seen something in Markram. He's now the white ball captain for South Africa. They made him captain of Sunrisers Eastern Cape, and he took them through to winning the SA20. And now he's got this side. I think Markram is ready to play his best cricket. He's a very powerful hitter. So is Klaasen. And Harry Brook is just one of the players in world cricket to talk about. In India, we talk about Sky. Harry Brook has in fact gone a little beyond, in that he's gone and got all those runs in test match cricket, but he's got them playing like he's playing white ball cricket. He's an astonishing talent. So he's one of the players you want to look at the start of the tournament. I feel about Harry Brook much the way I felt about Liam Livingstone last year. So that is a fabulous top 6. And then there's the very impressive Washington Sundar to follow at 7. The freedom with having Washington Sundar in the side is, as we saw in New Zealand, he finishes really well these days. He can bowl wherever. He actually loves bowling in the power play, because then you've got him and Bhuvi. It releases Umran Malik to bowl in the middle overs. So the balance of the side strengthens enormously when Washington Sundar comes in at number 7. So now we've got 3 quicks. We've got a spinner. We've got 4 players to fit in. You've got Bhuvi. You've got Natarajan. I so hope Natarajan is fit and bowling well, because when he gets those left arm balls swinging in, bowls well at the death, he's a fabulous player. Another player to watch out for, another of my favorites, is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Not quite in the form that saw him leading wicket taker 2016, 2017. Maybe his India place going might affect him a little bit as well. But while he is not taking as many wickets, he's still doing the heavy lifting. He's still bowling in the power play. He's still bowling at the death, and he's still delivering economy rates under 8. Very, very few players are capable of doing that. So Bhuvi might not be the wow front runner that he was in 16-17, but he'll just merge into the side and become a wonderful team player, playing that role both at the top, at the end, batting at 9. Because you get Bhuvi at the top, Umran in the middle, Natarajan at the end. If those three are bowling well, then you've got one overseas player still left, and you've got that number 8 slot where they've got 3 options depending on what kind of surface you're playing on. You can play Adil Rashid, in which case Bhuvi goes up to 8 and Adil Rashid comes down at 9. You can play Marco Jansen. What a stellar career Marco Jansen is having, and he can hit the ball a very long way. He's a fabulous number 8, but just bubbling under, because on the road you will get slow surfaces. Don't forget Akil Hussain from the West Indies. Excellent buy, because he'll give you 4 overs. Again, like Washington, he bowls in the power play and he's a fantastic finisher. So they've got a lot of variety, they've got a lot of options, and a lot of those options are very versatile options. I think this is a really well put together side. All they want now is good surfaces at the ground in Uppal. They want a little bit of stability in the management, in the coaching system. There's been far too much turbulence around Hyderabad. If they can control all that, I think this is a team that can go the distance. I think it's a team of very understated, solid performers, and this is the one team I'll be looking to very, very closely in this year's Tata IPL. Join us on Cricbuzz Live for all the fun and insights this year. If you're in the Middle East or North Africa, if you're in continental Europe or Latin America, do subscribe to Cricbuzz Plus to see the Tata IPL 2023 live.